If you have a desire for something, it's because you're meant to have it. You cannot conceive of something if you aren't meant to achieve it. Period. The end. I will fight anyone that says that this is not true. Like, if you have a desire for something, it's because you were meant to have it. You cannot conceive of something unless you were meant to achieve it.
This is Leah Steele, aka The Wealth Witch, and this is my podcast. I'm here to activate you to remembrance of your divine birthright to be wealthy in all areas of your life. This podcast is for people ready to have controversial conversations about the financial control, manipulation, and tyranny that faces humanity today.
I'm gonna live in freedom, freedom. I'm gonna live my destiny. I'm gonna live my freedom, freedom. I'm gonna live, the time is right now.
The Wealth Witch. It's for the people who are ready to wake up, deconstruct their wealth programming, and free themselves from the financial slavery consciousness that serves the global financial agenda. I'm committed to realizing a new global wealth paradigm where economic freedom is the reality and where you get to design and live the life of your dreams. Now let's do the damn thing.
I've always kind of had this saying, it's like align, allow, receive, right? Align, allow, receive. And that was great and amazing and it works, but this detachment piece is so important. And I think it's perhaps like one of the hardest to master because it's tricky. And so it's that idea of like holding on loosely, right? And like you've got that baby bird and you know, you want to hold it, you want to keep it safe, but you don't want to crush it. And so often we do the, white knuckle grip on the steering wheel where we're trying to force things into existence and we're having, obsessive thoughts and repetitive thought patterns about the thing that we desire. And, we're journaling about it every single day and we're just not letting it go. And we have to find the balance. Like we have to find a happy medium and a happy balance. And it's difficult, you guys, because there is a balance. There is a place where we get clear on the thing that we desire. We journal about that. We do the creation journaling to bring it into fruition. But it's like when the journaling session's done, we have to let it go. You can't be carrying those obsessive thoughts and repetitive thought patterns with you all through the day, because that will also repel the thing from you that you desire. So it's like when it's time to be focused on it, be focused on it. If you're doing a creation journaling session in the morning on the thing that you desire, great. When you're done and you shut the journal, let it go. Let it out into the world. Let it out into the universe. Let it be free to go out and actually like come to fruition and come back to you. We want to just we choke it off, right? Like we're so attached to the outcome that we can't let it be free to manifest. And the other thing is, the other place that we really have to be detached is from the outcome. We have to be detached from the outcome. So for me, it's like anytime I'm manifesting something, and this sounds a little bit cliche, but it just is what it is. It's like this or something better, this or something better. And I truly believe that. It is so rare that my manifestations occur the way that I vision them to be, right? And so when we hold on to that idea of this or something better, it really allows the universe to show up for us in miraculous ways. And so it's like, this is what I want. No plan B, not settling for anything less. This is I am only willing to receive this or something better, right? But be detached from the outcome. Be detached from what it's going to look like. Now, yes. And like, this part's a little bit of an oxymoron, right? Because it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, because I'll be like, get clear, get specific. The universe can't deliver you the thing you desire if you're not specific. Yes. And chances are that what the universe is going to deliver you is something so much better than you could have dreamed or envisioned, but not if you can't let go. So It's focus on it when you need to focus on it, and then be okay with letting that bird fly, right? It will return to you, but you've got to trust. You've got to trust enough to let it go, and let it come back to you. And that really is the basis of the art of detachment. I'm not going to go like too much more into that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I do want to say one more thing though, because I touched on this briefly, this idea of the plan B, right? So if you have a plan B, you're already sabotaging the thing that you desire. If you're willing to settle for something other than that thing that you want, which is where this or something better comes in, if you're willing to settle for a plan B or C or D, you're never going to manifest your plan A. So when we allow for plan B always happens every single time. If we're willing to allow for plan B, plan A needs to be your only option. There is no other option but plan A if you truly desire it. Because you're out of integrity with yourself anytime you settle for something less than what you said you wanted. And it makes it impossible to create instant manifestation when we're continually settling for something less than we said we wanted. And this is probably the number one way we sabotage manifestation. We get close to the thing that we want, and then we're like, oh, that's good enough. Or like, like it's really close to that thing I wanted, so I'm just going to take that. I'm just going to settle. And again, what are we saying to ourselves? What are we reinforcing? I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving of the thing that I actually said that I wanted. And so we're out of integrity. And we're not in alignment with our soul and what our soul already told us that it desired. So it's about really harnessing the energy around our thoughts, feelings, actions, desires, not worrying about how or when, because it's going to come in divine timing and it's going to be delivered in the way that the universe desires to deliver it. And so we hold the vision of plan A. We don't accept plan B, C, or D, but we're also willing to receive something better. And, I firmly believe that every single thing that we desire is available to us in the infinite now. Like, we have the ability right now. We are quantum multidimensional beings. We have the ability to reach into that quantum field and call to us anything and everything that we desire in each and every moment. But we have to decide, right? Which we'll talk about in the art of deciding. We have to decide that we're worthy and deserving of having those desires show up for us. But we have to do that from a place of being willing to allow the universe to do its part, and not trying to force it and not obsessing. It really is the obsessing that repels the manifestation. Okay, I have a question about plan A and B thing. Not for me personally, because failure isn't an option for me. However, some zodiac signs need that sense of stability. No more plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. No, only plan A. Yeah, an obsession does turn into desperation. That's the thing. It's like when we can't let go, that's what happens. It turns into desperation. Desperation does not attract. Desperation repels, right? It's energy, it's frequency, it's vibration. Those two things are not in alignment. They do not magnetize. I don't believe that anyone requires a plan B for a sense of security. I think that's bullshit. That's settling. That's saying I'm not willing to fully energetically back myself in the thing that I'm saying I desire. And so I'm going to bullshit and pussyfoot around and be like, oh yeah, I'm willing to accept this thing that's less than the thing that I want. So I don't think that has shit to do with the zodiac sign. I think that has to do with programming and conditioning that we're not worthy and we're not deserving. Emily says, I've been seriously challenged this week with learning and integrating new skills, and a whole fucking storm of self-doubt crawled up from the depths that ignited my anger and rage. Deeply appreciate you reminding me about the feminine storm, as I have been this storm through my life, creating a lot of discomfort for others, but it served me in pulling in my desires. I see that now. Thank you for that. I often channel my rage into weightlifting because this ass isn't going to J-Lo itself. Oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever read. I have to screenshot this. Oh, that is what I need to say now to myself every day when I don't feel like working out. This ass isn't going to J-Lo itself. Okay, so we've talked about Detachment, we talked about deciding, right? Deciding no plan A. No plan B. There's only plan A. That's your decision. That's the power of your decision. You decide, you detach. You decide, you detach. Yeah. And so again, just on the art of detachment, it's like this idea of if you have a desire for something, it's because you're meant to have it. You cannot conceive of something if you aren't meant to achieve it. Period. The end. I will fight anyone that says that this is not true. Like, if you have a desire for something, it's because you were meant to have it. You cannot conceive of something unless you were meant to achieve it, period. But we can repel that thing by clinging to it too tightly. And that's what we talked about, that like white knuckle, right? We have to be in the state of receiving first and foremost, right? And then we need to detach. So we need to hold on loosely to that desired outcome and surrender to divine timing.
That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to connect with me on social media and reach out. I love hearing from you. And if you want more of me, real, raw, and uncensored, make sure to join the Wealth Witch Telegram channel. It's my free channel where I share all of my random daily musings as well as the information that I feel like is important and pertinent to my community. We've put a link to the Telegram channel in the show notes, so make sure to come join us over there if that intrigues you. Remember, wealth is a mindset, and you are the most powerful creator in your reality. Until next time, this is the Wealth Witch signing off.